And in today's news, we're going to be talking about Nexus gods because they are the gods, the alpha and omega of what you get to experience in the sanctity of your own bedroom. If they don't like the mod, you don't get to play it. And it's very interesting what they're going through. You know, they went through an ideological shift. At the very beginning, every mod would get to exist on their platform. Like, that's the whole point of the modding community. It's called creative freedom, which doesn't really align with social justice. You know, an ideology of compassion and empathy that needs to destroy freedom, especially the one of expression anywhere it exists. And so, you know, they decided that female doesn't exist, women in video games are bad, and instead we need to adopt inclusive language that 98% of the people on Earth disagree with. So you can't say female anymore, you need to say body type B, right? So like they expect that you go to your mom and you say happy body type B. You know, like you can't say happy Mother's Day. It's not parent, it's not mother, it's parent 1 and parent 2. Now, when you understand just how fucking retarded this whole ideology is, you also get why the word retarded was banned, because it completely applies to this way of thinking. And you also understand that, like, this ideology cannot exist without enforcement. Like, normal people do not accept it. You know, like, try going to Africa, find a more secluded tribe, and try to explain this shit to them. See how they react. Like, obviously, they're going to call you a fucking moron, an imbecile, and they're going to kick you out of the tribe, right? And so the only way that this can exist is top-down. And for a while, it existed without any problems. However, more recently, they realized that, holy shit, Trump won the elections, right? Like, despite the fact that the academia was on their side, despite the fact that the media, the game developers, the institutions, the payment processors, despite the fact that everyone was on their side, turns out you can't really push an ideology that's this retarded. Like, you can push a retarded ideology just fine, but not this retarded. And so, like, people have had enough. And what Nexus mods realized, especially when they ended up banning a Chinese mod that just translated the Oblivion game from English to Chinese, and they looked at it and they noticed that the translation for male and female exists rather than body type 1, body type B, they decided to ban the mod. And so they caused a massive backlash. Many modders have said that they're going to leave the website, but more importantly, they actually get subscriptions from their members, and a lot of people were canceling their subscriptions. And so now they were losing money, you know, and as any ideologue that respects themselves, as any moral busybodies that is worth a damn, the thing that they care even more than their ideology is their finances. So they were placed in the difficult position of backpedaling and saying, okay, you know, fine, we're going to now allow you to use this mod. Like, I don't know how these ideologues manage to sleep at night, knowing that somewhere out there, a person in their bedroom are playing Oblivion Remake with the female-male option in the character creator, right? Like, I genuinely cannot imagine the hardship and the torment that they went through, you know, sweating. It's like, no, John, no, don't install the mod. No, John, you're ruining the inclusive language. John, what are you doing? Oh, no, you know, like, that's probably the admins from Nexus Mod. But you know, they took that L, and I think, like, that upset the social justice people, all 10 of them. And as we know, like, one person into social justice is worth like 10,000 other people in the mind of the Nexus mods, and now they have to please them as well, so they have to ban on the other side, at least for show. And here we see account banned ultra pouring, posting an intentionally antagonistic mod with the intention to evade the rules. The mod altered the body types in the Oblivion remake from 1 and 2 to male and female. While the modification itself is not inherently a problem, the intention of the author is the problem. Oh my fucking god. How is this not the very definition of thought policing, and why is it allowed? You know, like, every time I go on Twitter, I see people, it's like, how can we allow? How do you allow this? Why are you allowing? Why did they never ask about why are we allowing thought policing in 2025? Like, in what civilized society are people allowed to thought police? It's like, not judge anyone by their action, but it's like, no. The intent, what is in your heart. I can see the transphobia in your heart, even if you're not speaking it, even I know it's there. Why are these people not being ridiculed and mocked? When a user reported that they had archived the mod on a website dedicated to archiving TOS breaking content on Nexus mods and other modding websites with a particular focus on the bigotry, the author replied, "Awesome, thanks for picking up my intentions." So in other words, they're coping and seething if you archive the mods they ban. Like, I just want you to know the chink in the armor, you know? Like, this is what they hate. They're showing you what they're coping and seething about. Every time that they ban a mod and they realize that someone is archiving and it's out of their control. Like, they can't control the internet and this bothers them. Right? Like something out there exists that they view themselves as that octopus from the NSA agency, you know, in the United States, like the octopus. Nothing is outside our reach. But unfortunately, like, there are things outside their reach, and this bothers them more than anything. So file that remove gender identity, including pronouns from a game that have been intentionally put in place by a game developer when the removal is clearly to be divisive or cause hostility within the community or marginalize specific groups. Right. They're now the clown world of the fucking internet. It's like, okay, we're going to not allow any... Like, first of all, pronouns are not a big deal. Why do you care, bro? You're not supposed to care, but if you do care, we're going to ban you. Well, actually, we're losing money, so we are going to allow pronouns. No, we're not going to allow. We're going to ban you because we know what's in your heart. You know, you're actually thinking things incorrectly. This is not how you run a business. Like, seriously, when people make mods, they invest a lot of money and resources, all right? Like, there are people that make mods for fun, sure, but most of the modding industry runs on creativity, and it also runs on money. The mods that you see, the art, the animations, it takes an artist to draw them. It takes time. You would like some compensation. Usually what modders do is that they open a Patreon or something, right? And they're not forcing you to buy their mods, but they're saying, you know, like, if you like it, give a donation, give a tip. It's a business, right? You can't operate a business with people that are unhinged and they will say, yeah, well, the terms of service are there, but like at the end of the day, we're just going to assert what's in your mind. This is insane. How did these people manage to run a business? Why are they allowed to run anything? It's beyond me. Still, I do notice the growth of other modding websites, the fact that they're seething over archive websites as well. But like the mentality that these people are the gods on the internet, right? It's like, oh, how dare you archive stuff that we banned? As if, you know, like they're the government and they got a council and they decided that this mod is illegal and you're violating their laws. It's insane, man. It's absolutely insane. These people are power tripping like no tomorrow. This is why it's a good thing that Trump got elected. I don't fucking care how much you dislike the man. But people that covet power this much, like people who are this obsessed into control, should never be allowed to get anywhere near a position of office. Imagine if this moderator ever managed to become your representative. Holy fucking shit. I don't even know if Stalin had this power ambitions like the people on Nexus mods do. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.